Afternoon, guys, afternoon. Quick question. If the world was to shut down, was it going to a fire sale? Have you ever heard of a fire sale before when they knock down all the electricity, anything else? Alright. You could do this with your children too if you got a little kid and all that, right? Garlic, I'm gonna grow some garlic, right? I kept it together, right? But simply go to Tesco's, Aldi, Morrison's, whatever. Get a bunch of garlic, got a cup of garlic, put them to the side. To the side, like right there. Right? I kept it together, but I broke it up. So each one becomes a peg, innit? See? So I pulled it apart. So I'm gonna use this one. So basically what you do, you take off most of the skin off. Once it starts sprouting like that. And then I choose this one, you know? You want to leave a bit of the skin on so it doesn't be a bit too much like that, because if the soil's a bit too wet, it's just gonna die. So basically, hold on. I'm gonna plant it in there. So I've already made a hole. And I must put it in there, just like that, that high like that. Push it down a bit more. Tuck it in. And then what happens, that little sprout is gonna turn into a whole bulb of garlic. I mean, that's something you could do if you live off the land and all that. You do have onions, potatoes, hold on. Even like if you got like a potato, you know what I mean? You get a knife, you put a little score right there, cut a little piece off, 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 and plant that. And what'll happen, the parts that you cut will sprout, and then it'll branch out, and then that'll be some potatoes, and then that'll be potatoes, and then that'll be potatoes, you know? So, hold on. Then even if you like me like that, we get that nice piece of pumpkin that tastes so sweet, get the pumpkin seeds. Take them out, put them on a little piece of toilet paper, you know what I mean? And then they dry out. You be like, that pumpkin I got last month was nice and sweet. Now you have the seeds. Beginning of life stuff, innit? Living off of the land, mate. You know what I mean? If it come down to it, so I got some pumpkin seeds, because I have an allotment. I live in town, innit? But that's going to be, I'm going to put a couple up in my window so I can grow inside. So what I do, grow taller and taller and taller. And then that one bulb becomes one peg, like I said. See, sprouting. Becomes a hill of garlic. And the same with potatoes, it'll grow up and grow leafy. Pumpkin now, you have to have some outside land or like some area where you should go sit off. Just put it up. Put one seed of pumpkin in there, and then you'll see the vines grow. And then a couple months later, you got your pumpkins. If you want to do something like that for yourself or even for your children or anything, Spring Equinox is March 20th. So that means that's the longest day of the year. Spring means new life. That's why everywhere around the world smells different around spring, because flowers are growing and stuff like that there. But, see, look. And then at least you ain't got to buy no garlic. Oh, shit, sorry, my pumpkin seeds. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 15 garlic bulbs you'll have after that there. Like, it's fun, and then at least your food will taste better now because you put your time and effort into actually growing your own product. If that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me, but yeah. And like I said, if you plan on doing it, hurry up and do it, because the Spring Equinox is on the road, isn't it? But make sure you let it sit off right there and let it leave, and then peel most of that there off. See, you know what I mean? And then you have what's left with that bulb, and you try to keep that much skin on it so it doesn't be too much like too much with the skin like that, because that's basically protecting the inner layer. And then you'll see by like the end of March, by the end of April, you have a couple bulbs. Potatoes grow within 6 weeks. You can do everything from spring, from March 25th. So if you want to try something like this, for your children or for yourself, or just an experiment, or just getting 10 years down with Earth, Spring Equinox is March the 20th, the longest day of the year, everywhere around the world. And then do yourself some garlic. Wash. I forgot. I even got some bell peppers, right? And I was like, these bell peppers are nice. So this is a mix and blend, because I got a red bell pepper, a red, yellow, and a green bell pepper. You know how they come in a 3-pack. But I took the inner layer, the soldier out, and then look, And got some bell pepper. So I can't even tell if it'll be red, yellow, or green, but I dehydrated it. Put them on a napkin. Just let it dry out. Let the inside part dry out. And then you just peel the skins off. And then look. So I could do some bell pepper, some garlic, some potatoes, some pumpkin. I'm going to do some carrot. Yeah. Chef life.